All right, everyone. This is day two, draft two of the Kaldheim Arena Open. We have no losses to give. So what that means is we lose the first one, we're out, but we can play up to 4 rounds. If we win the first two, we make the money. So we're going to try for that, obviously, and give it the best go we can. So we open up our pack here, and really this pack comes down to 3 cards. The rare is fine, but it's kind of just a worse Demon Bolt in a lot of ways. Deals 4, this deals 4 too. If you're all in on Snow, this card's better, but it's not worth the restrictive cost and being sorcery. So Binding the Old Gods is the best card in the pack, but it's 2 colors. Demon Bolt is really good interaction, and Lindworm is a really great common as well. The most flexible card, I believe, is Demon Bolt, because I really like red, just being aggressive, that kind of thing. I think Binding the Old Gods is amazing, but I kind of think taking Demon Bolt early gives us more options. I'm not really sure of this pick, honestly. If I take Binding the Old Gods, I might wheel Village Rites, though, which is good about green black elves, so maybe I should do that. I think this is the highest upside card, and I really want to go like 4-0, so I'm going to take Binding of the Old Gods. All right. Again, a lot of really good cards here. This is pretty tough. Agar the Freezing Flame is the best card in the pack. But Clarion Spirit is also good and can go in a deck with Binding the Old Gods, because you could play white-green, splashing black. Or you could even just splash this card in like an Elves deck, which is fine. Feed the Serpent is a good card, but I think is replaceable, and I'd rather be in a deck that splashes Binding the Old Gods rather than plays Feed the Serpent, because this can fuel like bigger stuff with Elves. You can buy it back, that kind of stuff. If I take the Clarion Spirit, also we might be in like a white-green deck with Binding plus Master Scald. So I'm going to take Clarion Spirit here. Again, Agar I think is a slightly stronger card, but it doesn't go with our first pick at all. Whereas this gives us more flexibility to maybe play both cards in the same deck, which does have quite a bit of upside. Okay, so if we look here, our best options I think are Skemfar Elder Hall or Battlefield Raptor. I think Master Scald is great too, but the Raptor works better with the Clarion Spirit, and then maybe we could, again, kind of like our first draft, we could go into a deck where maybe I pick up some equipment for the Raptor. I think it's close between the Raptor and the Elder Hall. The reason I like the Raptor is it goes so well with the Clarion Spirit, and I don't need the double black off of the Elder Hall, and also I'm not really seeing good green. So I mean this land is here, but well, there is a snow-covered forest, which is kind of a green card for green snow. But I'm gonna take the Raptor. I think it just leaves me the most open. I don't really like third picking a Raptor, but it just synergizes so well. Yeah, no green cards in the pack. So I think we just want to take that as a sign. And again, pivot our draft in a way that's going to take advantage of it. By taking the shield mate here, I really cut white because then the only thing left is the Ox. It also is just extremely good with these cards. The Bloodline Pretender can be good in specific decks that do have a lot of elves or works well with giants, etc., or zombies, berserkers. But most of the white cards kind of have, I take Human Warrior here, Spirit, Bird. It doesn't really work that well in my current setup. And this is just a premium 2-drop. I'm going to take that, and then I might end up in like a white-black deck, splashing green, or I could be like a white-red deck, splashing everything. That's very possible. We've already seen 2 Tormentors home, so the more of those that get passed around, the more possible it is for me to end up with some, because then people just don't want, infinite of them. This is a pretty interesting pick. There was another Master Scald, so again, I'm seeing a lot of them early. Decks can kind of overload on them, so I feel like I might be able to get some late anyways. I kind of want to take the Rune here, an early Rune, and I feel like either that or maybe one of the red cards. But if I take this, I could be like this white-black deck splashing Bind of the Old Gods with a bunch of cheap things. And it also opens up just trying to get a bunch of equipment and going that way. It's definitely interesting here. Each non-land card in your hand has foretell. Its cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. When you foretell a card, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. This probably is the strongest card in the pack. It lets us double spell with Clarion Spirit very easily. And it lets us get on board. Basically, like, if you're light on mana, you can just keep foretelling. I mean, if I'm not taking that, I'm taking, like, Raise the Draugr or Seize the Spoils. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I mean, it's a sign that black is open, so. I don't think the card's, like, incredible, but I think it can do some things. Ooh, a Masked Vandal? Masked Vandal versus Hailstorm Valkyrie. I don't really think I'm in snow. So if I don't think I'm in snow... Oh, there's also Doomscar Titan. I kind of like taking the Masked Vandal here, though. Green has not been open, but it's so good. And it can do some Changeling shenanigans. I think I'm going to take that here. And if green ends up ending open, I'm going to be really happy with that card. Like, if I end up just in green-black elves from here, then that's going to be great. There's, like, no white cards, so it's kind of a difficult spot to be. Like I said, green-black elves kind of likes village rights to be able to recycle a bunch of stuff, and then you bring it all back from the graveyard. This is a tough draft. So I'm taking Frenzied Raider or Village Rights. I think the other Village Rights might wheel. It did, but so did Slot Coming and Iron Verdict. I really don't want to be in blue-black. With Clarion Spirit and Beskar Shieldmate, the Village Rights actually is just pretty good anyways, though, even if I end up straight white-black. Or I could take a red card here. Hoggy Mob, I do have the Rune of Mortality. Yeah, I should probably take that. That's huge upside. I love that combo. I have a ton of, like, dorky creatures and not a ton to do with them. I kind of think Longboat is really good here. And it's going to make my deck almost no matter what. Okay, now we get a Jarl. That's nice. Think the Recruiter is better than Scorn Effigy. They're both pretty bad. So really, really tough draft so far. Serulf Realm Eater, a 3/3 that grows. That could be a possibility. Clearly the person above us is in green. But they sort of feel like they're in green-white, because I took Battlefield Raptor 3rd, Shieldmate 4th, and saw no other white cards. I already have the Binding. I think the highest upside card is the Serulf Realm Eater. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm green-black, black-white. There's a pick, so I could start splashing things, potentially. Second pick and Goldbane pick is aggressive, but I can also just take Arctic Treeline. That lets me splash Clarion Spirit on my deck a little bit easier. Which is the best card in white. Like, these cards I could play, but I don't really care about. However, I don't really think I'm going to I don't think I'm going to wheel the Goldbane pick, which does unlock a bunch of things. Specifically, if I end up in white-black, the pick is good, because I can splash both of these. But the Arctic Treeline in white-black also splashes these. I think I'm going to take the Treeline, and I hope to get some picks later. Notably, there's been good red cards, too. I've been kind of passing on them each time. I don't think I'm going to see green in pack 3, so I think here I might want to take a Stalwart Valkyrie. So I'm probably going to mostly see like white and black cards in pack 3 is my guess. Or I just take the Horizon Seeker and try to make it work. But I think this card's actually better than Horizon Seeker. Skempar's Shadow Sage is a nice payoff. Right now I have 3 Clerics. It's a Cleric, so that'd be 4. I have the 2 Village Rights. I might be able to bring it back too if I find some of the reanimation spells. And 2/5 is just huge, so I think it's just a good card. And I have a Draugr Recruiter. I mean, technically I can bring it back that way too. Ooh, Battle for Bredegard and Fall of the Imposter in the same pack. There's another Master Scald, though we haven't gotten any back yet. This makes tokens for our village rights. This kills our opponent. I'm not actually sure which is better right now. I think Fall of Imposter is a stronger card, honestly. This makes 4 creatures over time. That's just not that impressive. Okay. I think getting the shield mate here, I think what I want to do is be in white black. This allows me to play the village rights because I have 2 shield mates. I have the spirit. And then I can splash some of these green cards and make my mana work. I need to pick a little aggressively by doing this, but I think it will be okay. None of these cards really work with what I'm doing. Maybe Iron Verdict. It can be fine. I don't have any snow, so the Hailstorm Valkyrie really doesn't work. Yeah, I passed a lot of good red cards, unfortunately. Is that ship? Has it sailed? I don't think I'm going to play Roots of Wisdom, so I should probably just take a red card here. Like Doomscar Titan Wield. But also this card wield. That card's actively good in my deck. Ooh, nice. That or Doomscar Oracle. Kind of a close pick. I think I like the Oracle a little more. Am I aggressive enough for this, or do I just want a God's Hall Guardian? I think I just want a God's Hall Guardian. Yeah. So what are we looking for in pack 3? Oh, nice. Great Hall versus Master Scald. I think I need the Scald. Even though the Great Hall is amazing, the Scald gives us like a direction for our deck. Rebuying our removal spells is huge. And is kind of exactly the direction. Like, we need a direction, so picking that up is really, really good. Pack 3, again, kind of disappointing. World Tree helps us fix our mana, which is nice, because right now our mana is really bad. And there really is not a whole lot else. We have 5 Clerics as our largest type, so if we're thinking about Bloodline Pretender, I think that doesn't really get there. I'd love like another Mass Vandal. But yeah, I think I'm just going to take the World Tree. Like, it just turns on all our lands. So, I don't know. So Shepherd versus Shieldmate. I think the Shepherd is a little better. Shieldmate's very good in our deck, though. We have 3 cards that sacrifice. Like, if I take the Shieldmate... But the thing is, this also just lets us sacrifice something for value. I think it's just a higher upside card. And it's a 3/3 flyer. So, I mean, just an excellent card here. Spirit of the Alderguard. Well, I have 1 Snowland. So it'd be on the splash. It's not great, but it is the most powerful card. Can I just be more green-white? Not really. I probably just need to take Story Seeker here. I have literal 1 land to go find. And most of my cards aren't snow. Yeah, this, I mean, as good as this card is, it's just not good in my deck. Ooh, Dragger Helm. Nice. And Rune Crown. Ooh, this is tough. I think Dragger's Helm is just better because it comes with basically a 4/4. Rune Crown, I only have 1 rune. And in fact, the Rune Crown in my deck, I mean, the rune in my deck is just pretty bad right now. I might not even play this. Whereas Dragger's Helm is just an excellent card, so. Pick that up. Shieldmate or Disciple. I think Shieldmate's just a stronger card. It battles and it gives extra buddies for village rights. This one is a little better at upping our cleric count. We have 6 clerics. Yeah. But I also have 5 warriors, so I mean, I think Shieldmate's just better. Well, I could take the Rune Crown. The Elder Hall is also excellent, though. And I have a lot of playables, so I think I'm going to take this Skemfar Elder Hall. I already have some removal spells, so I don't really need to feed the Serpent. So Spell Land is just excellent at this point. Return on the Tide, maybe. Could rebuy Master Scald. This card's a little bit overrated and just not that good. That's the reason I'm not really mentioning it. It's fine. I think this Foretell spell is better at rebuying our key pieces. I don't think we're going to play any God's Hall Guardians. Wow. This can find Sagas? I kind of just want to take a Great Hall of Starnheim, though. I have 3 Besco Shieldmates, so I can just pump out Angels. Kind of like the whole point of the deck. White-black sacrifice. Any of these I want for the sideboard. 3-7 is decent, but I already have 3 6s. I think if I need to pressure my opponent, probably this one's going to be best. Do I want an Ox ever? I might want an Ox for the sideboard. Probably more than any of these other cards. Ooh, way down. Again, probably a sideboard card. More than Codespell Cleric. I'm not really opposed to playing 3 Village Rights in this deck either. It's a little excessive, but at the same time, I mean, make your own divination, am I right? We didn't get any of the return 2 of a creature, which is unfortunate. But if I just cut... So right now this is 17. Okay, I probably can only play 2 Village Rights. The Battlefield Raptor also just pretty bad. How good is Dream Devour on my deck? It's okay, but it's gonna... Not really gonna reduce the cost on most of these cards. Maybe I should just not even play this card. I don't have a bunch of expensive stuff to foretell. 14 creatures. We have 6 warriors, 5 clerics. Maybe I just cut the Mass Vandal. I'm already splashing 3 really good green cards, but I probably can't afford that many more green sources. This is 5 green sources for 3 good cards. That's probably correct. Rune of Mortality. I mean, it could just cycle, and then also it's good with Scald and Shepherd. Probably still worth playing. Longboat is just good with these shield mates, I think. We could even, like, Longboat shield mate, and then when they attack, when my shield mate is tapped, I can Village Rights the shield mate to get a 1-1 to crew the Longboat, and surprise block with the 3-3. Like, that seems like a pretty reasonable line that's going to come up frequently. I don't need the Armory. I'd rather have the Plains. There is a world where you could have the World Tree plus Armory to go get things, but I don't I don't think I have I have 1 equipment. So that's not a world I'm really realistically living in. Oh, whoops. I need to cut a land here. So we have 5 white sources, 7 black sources, we have 6 white sources, 5 green sources, and 7 black sources. That clearly doesn't work. Maybe I have to go down to 4 green sources. I am drawing a lot of cards with the rights, so I mean, I'll be able to find my green source a decent amount of time, though going down on a green source is... Oh, this is a forest. So as long as I have 2 of them for the binding, 7/7. Wow. It's really bad mana base. We really didn't see that much mana fixing though. I picked this card extremely aggressively. Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to be greedy. I mean, I'm certainly going to play these green cards. They're too good to not play. 7/7/4. 13 creatures. I could cut one village rights. Kind of don't want to though. Yeah. I think I'm just playing 17 and kind of hoping the mana works out. I have the Recruiter and the Return Upon the Tide to return Scamfire Shadow Sage for extra activations. Alright, well, it's something. My cards are good, but I think my mana is bad, and so we do have to get a little bit lucky. Alright, I've got Plains and Swamp. I gotta keep it. Hopefully we get a green source, but even if I don't get this down immediately... There we go, that's our shield mate. So, I was wondering if they were going to play a pick, because Wilds play the 1/3 in that spot. But what we can do is... we tell this... Alright, they're not doing a whole lot. I could just go for a 4/4 right now. But then I don't have anything else to do with my mana. So instead, I think I'm just going to drag a Recruiter. Possible I should have Village Rights my shield mate earlier. But 3/3 is just good on the board. Alright, so I think what we do is we attack. And then if they have Mammoth Growth, I can Village Rights this. And if I draw into another swamp, I can then sack the shield mate. And if I don't... I mean, they're stuck on mana, though. I don't really want to attack and give them value off of Mammoth Growth when... I think it's probably better to just use Great Hall of Starnheim this turn. Since I drew another one? Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I think it's so likely that they have Mammoth Growth and they just didn't want to foretell it. Force them to react to us. Okay, they're green-black elves. Good to know. Okay, no blocks. They could have a Jarl, they could have Mammoth Growth, they could have a bunch of stuff, and I'm not interested in any of those trades. Okay, so now we just attack with everything. If they block the 1/1, I'm going to Village Rights it. Alright, I'm fine with that trade. That's fine. I think I'm just going to have them lose 2 life. Also, this one can just block freely. Hey, hello, friend. That card is really good against our angels. I need to make sure I don't lose anything. gonna play that. At least this way, if they have some way to get us with the Serulf, I can village rights. Yeah, that is pretty insane. And it doesn't exile itself. I think I should probably village rights here. Really, really good against my deck. Jeez. That is also absurd. That's off my sacrifice engines. Green-black anti-sacrifice and my deck's white-black sacrifice. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Kind of just need to get them low enough here. So that Return Upon the Tide can kill them. Can never ever use the Great Hall because of Serulf. I don't think we should just attack here. If I sacrifice this, they get 1 counter, they get 2 counters, 3 counters. But I can also just make them lose a lot of life, and then if they want to use the Serulf, they have to kind of get rid of everything. Oh, but then they can Turgid me. Whoops. Yeah, this is a disaster. Wow, I completely forgot about that. It's so bad. Shoot. Just played this so horribly. That was going to be a blowout anyways because they were going to get to Serulf and bring that back, but... Can I do anything here? I should play my own. Yeah, that was just a horrendous play. Yeah, that's lethal. You know, I mean, it was really, really bad. I don't think I could have won even if I had, you know, played that turn better. Probably what happens is I let that resolve. They gain 5. I don't know. I didn't know how to beat the Serulf. deck counteracting my entire strategy is kind of ridiculous. All right, well, that at least answers Cyril, so I should bring that in. And then, I don't know. Hope they don't draw those cards. Is that my strategy? Maybe I cut one village rights. Because I can turn off our whole strategy with that. Here's the thing. Let's play tight. Get lucky. And then I won't have to play against cards that literally beat my entire deck. So, is there a way I can curve out on them here? Maybe Infernal Pet? I think just cut the Iron Verdict, and I think I gotta go aggro in game 2. Alright, well I have all my colors, so I mean, never ever can mulligan when that's the case. I don't think I want to play the Helm on 2 because I'm gonna Valkyrie on 4. If I hadn't drawn this and I drew a land, I mean, I might change. It might change things. More? Oh no, I drew both forests. The worst possible draw. That's pretty funny. Alright, I'm just gonna play Valkyrie so I can block. And then save my binding, I think. Because I need to activate this way down. But the deck is just all rares. Really good deck. Okay, definitely blocking. That is solid. Was hoping to save it for the big thing. They could have went to get Turgrid here. They could go get Serulf. They could get something I haven't seen yet. A lot of cards this could have gotten. Could get the binding of their own binding of the old gods. Get nothing here. Like I said, terrible that that was the case. I'm just gonna Dragger's Helm. Not activating this yet has been a problem. More bombs, huh? Okay, we'll weigh down the Elvish War Master. By Doomscar Oracle. And way down. They want to race? Then sure. Question is, did they get a different card? Did they just happen to draw that one? Alright, pretty sure I should block. But what do I block? I think I block a token in case they have another demonic gifts. Okay, just trying to get damage in. So if I move this to the pet, then they can't kill it. They don't have +2/+2. If they do have another demonic gifts, it would be pretty bad with the Elderleaf Mentor. And I did just play her, but they didn't have it, which was nice. Is that a good one? The answer is yes. I don't really want to trade off the pet right now. So I think I will just attack with my Doomscar Oracle. Oh, it must have some snowlands. Do I want Binding the Old Gods, or do I want +1/+1 counters? It's actually kind of close. I feel like counters might be better. And it might let us double spell. What if I do this and put the counters here? It would need to triple block it. And then this gets blocked here and this gets chumped. And then Shepherd can bring back Shield Mate. So I think I'm going to make that play. I don't think I want to kill the Mask Vandal, because if they bring it back, it's a big problem. That should kind of do it between the Driver's Helm and the Fall. Alright, we got that one. So they have a bunch of 3/2s that go wide. Esker Shield Mate's super good against them. Anything else really good? This card's like actively bad against them, so I should cut it. Maybe God's Hall Guardian. This card's also kind of bad. Yeah, 3/6 is really good against 3/2, getting +2/+0, because it'll only become a 5/2. Maybe I should just play 2 of these. And cut the Longboat. It is a lot of things to go on 4 mana, but I kind of need to just go over the top of them. And I still have some things to play early, so I think that is reasonable. And I'm always going to be doing stuff on 2 mana anyways. White-black control, basically. Alright. I think that's solid. Hope for the best. Yes, I have all my colors. And not complain. I guess I would block. I just kill that? Everything's gonna get bigger because of the Woodland Chasm. This card's not that good in their deck, but it is good when they have this card. So I think I should probably just kill that. I mean, they have a lot of bombs, but my way down's not going to be that much better than this. I could just go for some fast angels this game, if they don't have the 3/3. I think I'm just gonna play the Valkyrie this turn, so I might as well just attack with both. I can't play right now, so let's village rights. Before they wreck us here. They did miss a land drop, that's worth noting. This one costs 6 mana overall to use, so I guess actually it's better to reline this turn, just to have more options. I might Great Hall of Starnheim next turn, so that's actually really relevant. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Angels. As long as they don't have, you know, the one card that blows me out. Alright, this is fine. I'll just trade. I have other ways to, like, I don't have to use Angels. I can do other things too. We'll just race right now. The 3/6 is so absurdly good on the board. Alright, that worked out beautifully. If I Elder Hold that, that's an option. I kind of need to use my sacrifice stuff before Turgid comes down. This comes into play tapped. So if I go Elder Hall this turn, Great Hall next turn, that would be a big win. Hopefully no Turgids right now. Okay, they have a lot of 3/1s. Attack with one and then sacrifice it. And this can block there, so do this. And then next turn I can Guardian plus Rune. Hopefully no shenanigans here. We haven't seen any Battle for Skemfars. Wow, that's a good one. Okay. Yeah, attack and Driver's Helm, right? And then we can Rune on the helm. On deck, we can do this. Have they Mask Vandaled this game? Yes. It's right there. Right. The question is, do I go for a 2-turn clock or not? I kind of think I shouldn't. This is also almost like a 2-turn clock. If I just attack with both. If I move the helm and then they feed the Serpentid my angel, it's just way, way, way too bad for me. Alright, good. So we force them to block next turn. Finding the old gods. I mean, that is huge. Probably just hit their Dread Rider. And then force them to block our God's Hall Guardian. I guess it kind of depends what they do here, right? If they don't use it, it tells me something's up. Alright, so... put the helm here, I think. Force a double block. And then they have War Master, so they're probably going to try to attack me, and I'll just block it. And then we'll win. That's my hope anyways. It doesn't really matter what I block with. I'll block with this. Did we do it? Yes! Misplayed horribly round 1, but I'm gonna go stretch for a second. You're not gonna see that, but I'm gonna go stretch for a minute, drink a sip of coffee, get ready for the next round. Oh, I think we beat the Nightmare matchup, so that always feels good. Alright, on the draw, we have all our colors, so amazing. I'm gonna play this first. Okay, snow deck. We can do Serolf into binding. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't the other one. By the other one, I mean Packmate. What could they have for this? 3/4 flyer? No, they don't have double white. I guess I'm just gonna attack and then probably gonna binding post combat. I don't know. Or play Stalwart. I just drew Stalwart. That's probably better. Unfortunately, I can't Draugur's Helm next turn. If I Binding of the Old Gods, then I could. I think I'm just going to play this Stalwart Valkyrie, though. They're probably trying to set up, like, Behold the Multiverse. I think if I just do this... Wow, they did nothing. Okay. We can basically set binding up into Draugr's home. I could have binding the last turn, but I didn't want to get Disdainful stroked. I think I'm going to cast this. Alright. That worked. Again, surprisingly. I mean, there's got to be something going on. I'm still going to attack with both here. Oh. Alright. Oh, we're going to get a Wrath? Is that what's going to happen? Blood on the Snow? Okay. Fine. They have +4/+4? I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'm just going to attack here. Like, I'm pretty happy to Draugr's Helm. Second main, even if something goes crazy. Right? Green-blue snow, but there is the ice tunnel in the snow-covered plains, so something's going on. Definitely don't want to use that, I'll lose my zombie. Does kill the Brine Barrow Intruder, though. Then I could attack and then get rid of their Litjara Kinseekers. It might just be better if I just move the Draugr's Helm over, though. I just have a 6/6. And I have to double block it. So that's gotta just be better, right? If I attack with the 2/2, they block, and then those both die. This way they can block with the Kinseekers, but I just kill that. Because the shield mate can grow, or like turns into a 1/1, I'm happy to just play it here. Like if they Doomscar us, then I'll still have a 1/1, which is really good because it can just pick up the helm and keep attacking. Okay, Mammoth Growth was the Foretold card. Good to know. Alright. So green blue, they must have some bombs because there wasn't a whole lot happening that game. Way Down is pretty good against the Raven. I don't really want to cut any Village Rights because the shield mates are pretty bad against their deck in general. Still pretty solid. Like 3 power is huge, so the Funeral Longboat's very good. Sort of the opposite of the last matchup. Like all my 3/3s actually are great. Maybe I don't want to board. I could cut Iron Verdict for Way Down though, because we're the aggressor. I'm not gonna have problems getting things in my graveyard. I only have 13 creatures though. I don't know that I really want the Way Down. Like I already have the Master Scald, and the Return on the Tide, and the Shepherd, and I'm kind of using the graveyard a lot. The Way Down kind of needs to be brought in for a very specific reason. like our last opponent, which had bombs. I think I'm actually pretty happy with the main deck here. Most of my cards are pretty solid. Again, I just need to draw my mana. Our mana base is a loosey-goose, but if I can continue getting lucky, that would be wonderful. Yeah, this is fine. This can actually get a white source. Interesting. So not an Augury Raven then, huh? If it was Behold the Multiverse, would have cast main phase to find lands. So it's probably the giant mammoth thingy. Or whatever. Giant growth. Mammoth growth. Kind of want to just play this turn. I don't really want to play into Disdainful Stroke this turn. So... I could have the bounce spell. I feel like this is extremely weak if they just don't play a creature in the next 2 turns, though. I kind of just want to play a longboat. If they play the flash 1/2, then I would follow the imposter, I think. I think they do have the flash 1/2, but I think they also have Disdainful Stroke, so they're probably trying to, like, wait. Oh, it was a packmate. Got it. Are they going to play the 1/2? Just to not discard? Literally trying to get me with that 1/2 when I attack. Pretty sure I should just binding this. And I guess attack. 1/2 is gonna block. But then we can get our Fall of the Imposter going. Also, this frees up our mana. Okay. So we can make a 4/4 here. If I do this... I don't mind trading this when they have Bears of Majara in play already. But I want to just grow the longboat. I'm going to do this and put a counter on the longboat. And then attack with both. I might want to put another counter on the longboat, so I need to put a stop in my upkeep. Mass Vandal would be a problem. Alright, so what am I doing here? I think put a counter on the longboat and attack with the Oracle this turn, because we're all going to have Death Touch. And I could attack with this one too. Oh wait, no, I can't attack with that one. If I'm tapping it. But I definitely want the counter on the longboat. Put a counter here. If they double block the longboat, I could just kill the 4/4. That way they don't get the draw 3 off Inga. So I could surprise with Village Rights this turn. And Jarl. I guess I just pass. Sacrifice that. Alright. We got the play. This is kind of sick. I mean, even if it doesn't work out, this play is amazing. Really cool. If they have +4/+4, we can Jarl it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. I'm just gonna Jarl so I have another creature. I can tap down our 5/5, but we're gonna get rid of the Inga. Go to combat, and then they have to let me attack for 4. That play, like I said, just how I drew it up in deck building. Play this and hold up Village Rights, I think. That way it has to be a sweeper specifically. Do we do it? Should I just draw cards here? Probably should. My little Village Rights combo deck here. All the divinations. Okay, so Tap one, block one. That's it, right? Woohoo! Alrighty, excellent. We're in the money. Nice. Let's see if we can go even further. Well, we have 4 tap lands, but hey, we have all our mana again. That is the most important thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Probably blue-red giants. This could be a counterspell. It could be Behold the Multiverse. Could be Demon Bolt. I think it's better to play Longboat here. That's a good one. Three bottom is solid there. What do we want to do this turn? Gonna be hard to double spell at all. But I want to get some creatures down, so I think if I draw on a tap line next turn, I could Serulf plus Besker's Shieldmate. I think what I should do is just play a Driver Recruiter and say go. I don't really want to attack and trade damage, since they are ahead of me on tempo. Card is really good. Kind of hard to play around, because if, you know, 2 creatures tussle, then suddenly becomes an issue. Do they have Squash? The Mistwalker might be turning that on right now. Literally thinking about it. I kind of just want to block, because if I activate the Longbow and block, then they can Squash, and then suddenly it's a draw 3. I think I'm just going to offer the trade. So now what we can do is do this. We drew the untapped lands. That was good. Hit him for 3. And Serulf. And we have Wolf, Warrior, Vehicle. Annoying. Face that card a lot today. It does get a 2-for-1, but it's not the end of the world. I think maybe I should just make a 4-4. The problem with making a 4-4 is if they have Squash, then it's really quite bad. But the rest of my turn is not good. So I think I should just do this. That's the ultimate blowout. They have multiple beholds. Scary. Much more Depart the Realms. Okay, so my Angel plan is pretty bad against them. Their plan is to bounce their own Battle of Frost and Fire, probably, so I should probably just kill it. Also, if I don't kill it, they're going to get value off of casting expensive cards. Very nice deck. I think we just kill the Mistwalker here. But then I can't even block. Kind of just want to get back to get back to Serulf this turn. Okay, so they do have multiple beholds, but one was already foretold. Solid. So their control deck goes way over the top of ours. There is the squash, okay. That's gonna be a tough matchup. Oh, I can kill that because it's not on tap. That's good. I have a 2/5, so do I even care? Yeah, I guess I do care. I think I just have to be incredibly aggressive. Their deck is just filled with power cards. Which is going to be hard for me to do because we don't really have the tools to be incredibly aggressive. But I'm not winning this matchup in the late game. So basically, if something can attack, I think I should just put it in my deck. I mean, I could just go white black aggro. Make my mana good and play 16 lands attack. 18 creatures. Because here's the thing. Yeah, their deck is just incredibly resilient. Return Upon the Tide. Probably not a card I'm really that interested in. That was Master Scald. Master Scald can still get back my artifacts. It's still good. Cut one village rights. I mean, they still interact with me, so I think it's going to be solid. Yeah. I think this deck has a much better chance of just attacking and killing them. Maybe I want to weigh down as well. And I think just cut the rune. They have bounce, so I mean the rune is kind of asking to get 2 for 1 when I cast it. The green version of the deck is powerful, but clunky and slow, and just not something we can look to do. Now, I don't think our aggro deck is particularly good, but it does present like the opportunity to attack, which is really important. The reason I played this one is if they play something I can attack and trade with, I'd rather do that and get left with a 1/1 this turn rather than the Story Seeker. Though it's a lot worse if they play a Mistwalker this turn. I'm still going to attack. I mean, if they have removal, they have removal. Yeah, they're bottoming. They're looking for answers. We're applying pressure. That's good. And we played the right 2-drop because they drew the Frostbite there. So, you know what? All kind of working out. Alright, so if we attack, we could weigh that down. Or I could Dream Devourer. I think it's best to just foretell and pass. I might be able to double spell. Also a little bit worried about the 2/5 that goes and gets another Behold the Multiverse. Okay, so they could squash us. That would be bad. They could also Disdainful Stroke us. That would be bad. Maybe we need to... I mean, it'd be good to draw lands, but if I do this and then Infernal Pet next turn, I might be able to like double spell. I think just attacking here is a good way to lose. If they have a second, yeah, so they don't even have more Behold. So they have a lot of reactive cards, so I need to be a little careful about that. But if I go super wide, then I'm just going to die to the sweeper. We just missed one too many land drops, I think. Like, we started curving out. That was good. You know, this card might actively just be bad at the end of the day. I can make a 1/1 flyer. That's decent. I'm probably trying to trade for this at some point. Problem is, basically anything they have can interrupt that. But maybe trying to block with everything just is not a strategy I should be doing. I could also try to Jarl it. Like, in addition... They probably would have already swept the board, so... Unless they're trying to get even more value. Maybe I should just try and trade because of that. Block, block, block. My 3/3 doesn't actually do much here. If I block and trade, then we get a lot of value off of it. I'll just trade for everything. I think I have to block though. I really want to weigh down and Jarl in the same turn, but it's just not really happening here. I think at this point I'm pretty much forced to just hold up Jarl and hope it works out. Pretty unlikely to work, but I don't really have an option. And then I can maybe weigh down and do some other things in the future. Probably get Disdainful Stroked. Trying to play around it all game. Yep. Well, I think our luck has caught... We ran really, really, really hot. So I really can't complain about how this is going. Like, obviously we're stuck on 2 lands for... Literally haven't drawn a land all game. But I think I've run way above average. So, you know, it all kind of balances out. I'm gonna weigh down the Inga here, and then try to double block the Bergstrider. And yeah, I think this card was fine to bring in. But it's looked pretty atrocious this game, but it's gonna look pretty bad in any game where you don't have lands, I think. But I don't actually know how, like, I've never actually played with Dream Devourer. Based on the way it's playing, I'm glad we didn't put it in our main deck. Uh-oh. We can chump the 5/6 this turn. Oh, or they might have the Wrath. Okay, we're gonna chump, and then that's gonna be it. All right, that's lethal. Okay, well that's the end of our run. Really nice deck from our opponent, but also, yeah, we went for a plan. I like the strategy of going aggro. I don't think we could outvalue that deck. But we made the money, so can't really be upset about that. And overall, great time. So thanks everyone for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.